Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, I really want to apologize because I had a reaction to episode 2, but as you can see, Fox has issued a copyright claim. Not any music company, not anything else like that. Fox themselves was not happy that I was playing this audio in the background after 2 seasons of doing this, and even the co-creator Stephen Canals, giving me some love. But okay. So I'm going to share the review portion of this, and hopefully that won't be taken down. But I will be uploading that other video via Patreon since my reaction was priceless, and I will not let that video go to waste. So thanks for tuning in, and yeah, here's episode 2 review, not reaction. Boy, Matty Rants, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and become a part of my Rant Pack family. Let me get my social medias out of the way so we can get this quick review done. It's at MattyRants on both Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, bookable on Cameo, and on the Stereo app as well as the Airtime app. I have 2 shows on Airtime on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as on the Stereo app Mondays and Wednesday podcasts. And of course, my weekends are dedicated to you here, as well as now Mondays, thanks to Pose, on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter at the MattyRants. Let's get into this episode. Yeah, because y'all saw my reaction. This was tough. This was a tough one. The episode's title is Intervention, and it's pretty much just that. And 3 people in particular need some help, okay? I'm referring to Pray Tell for the alcohol, and I'm also referring to Lulu and Angel for the rock. It's the rock! Like, very that. They're the little rock habit that's kind of fucking them up. Lulu's losing weight, getting chapped lips, looking a little paler than usual. Angel is not really angelic, and Pray Tell is a sloppy fucking mess. So everybody's really pissed off and tired about this. They even meet with a counselor at Rooftop to talk about how they're going to do this intervention, which Elektra is all for it, but at the same time, Elektra's like, this isn't, like, hold on now, how are we going to get this money? Where are we sending this man at? Because they want to send him somewhere nice so he can actually recover. So while Blanca has good intentions, it's like, where are we going to get this money? And Elektra comes up with the idea of them winning each category of the ball. $500 for 5 categories, which is $2,500. So Elektra says, I'll take over this part, Blanca. You can worry about the other stuff. And Elektra takes hold of the ball responsibility about putting the right people in the right categories to make sure they win. Now, Lulu was going in for the lip sync category, and she was going to give us Toni Braxton. And bitch, that outfit and that wig. The wig was a chop, but it was still, that was Toni. That was Toni. And Elektra is noticing Lulu being off, and she says, you know what, I'm going to let Pray Tell take this category because I know he will win this. And Lulu was pissed off about it, but Elektra really had a mother-daughter moment with her, and Elektra let her know, hey, I know you on that stuff, sister. You have lost weight. You do not look good. This is not a good look. You can lie to somebody else about this, but I need you to sit back right now, and I want you to know that you need to get some help. So I'm going to help you by not putting you in this category and giving you a break, a day or 2 for you to think about what's up. I love Elektra this season. I love her, I love her, I love her. But Lulu takes the hint and Lulu storms off. But of course, that was Mom, and Mom was giving her the business, okay? On to Angel, though, because I can't go any further. We got to get to Angel now. Angel also on that rock, is going through it too, talking about, I could stop whenever I want to. I just don't want to stop. I mean, hell, they showed up for the meeting about the intervention. Hi, both of them. But Lil Poppy ain't having this no more. I mean, he was pissing both Angel and Lulu at the house still all the time, looking around like I'm out here working and shit, and y'all looking like fucking death. You need to change this up because I want to marry you and I love you, but I will not have this. And Angel sees the light a little later on and starts to seek help herself. And of course, that is really good news to Poppy, and they want to get married, and it's a really cute scene between the two. I love Angel and Poppy together, but I was nervous this was going to be the entire season of Angel on that rock and us not getting nowhere besides that. I'm kind of glad they wrapped this up this episode. However, it's possible it may rear its ugly head again. The road to sobriety is a long one, okay? And they even had Damon relapse. Hold up! Okay, so if you got to this part and it's just here, and they're like, what the hell? So what do you mean Damon's gone? I actually just found this out A good friend of mine watches the show too and was watching my review, and he was like, oh, by the way, the actor who plays Damon Matthew unfortunately lost his sister. His sister's life was taken. And so he requested to basically sit out the rest of the season. So he was there for episode 1. I'm not sure what else he filmed, but I do know he requested to sit out the season. So that's why you're not going to see Damon's character for a majority, if not the rest of all the season. Now, we've stepped on Angel and Lulu's issues with them needing to be sober, but Pray Tell was the long run here. That's who they were trying to focus on in the first place. So, of course, everyone's getting things together. They're trying to make sure they can speak or convey the message they need to for him to understand where they're coming from. But Pray Tell was not having it. So it started off with them going, now they're at dinner, right? And everything is just a regular conversation. They're talking about other stuff that needs to be done and taken care of. And then, of course, now that we're on the subject, Pray Tell, we do need to discuss something with you. You got a problem. And, you know, we went to a counselor. Yeah, we wrote letters. Blanca proceeds to give everybody the letter, and this is the moment that she decides to do this. I don't think that was the right moment, but then again, when is the right moment? So everyone starts to read what they feel, and Pray Tell is dragging them, especially Ricky. Ricky talking about, I will leave your ass, and Pray Tell grabbed the letter and balled it up and threw it at him. Electra, once again being my favorite, got her ass up. Bitch. She said, since you won't listen to these children, you need to listen to another one of the elders. And she starts to drag him slightly, but it wasn't even a real drag. And she was just, again, Electra's very sharp and very pointed in her opinions. So Pray Tell's talking about psychotic, this, that, and the other. Pray Tell was just deflecting. And his reads were nasty. Sharp, and were cutting very strong, too. I mean, hell, Angel tried to speak. Girl, I'm not going to take advice from a crackhead. Woo! Woo! Everybody was ready to fight Pray Tell. I'm not trying to be nice. Yes! Y'all, that was everything. That scene was everything. Even Blanca chasing him out into the elevator, their whole moment there, her freaking out, like it was a lot. With this happening with Pray Tell is, of course, one of the other council members, Castle. And Castle, who I was always like, Castle! Like, that was one of my favorites of the council, but to see him sick like this, it was like, oh no, what's happening? And Castle is positive, but also Castle's like just really going through. And it seems that he's taking a lot of medications, or stocking them up. Pray Tell, of course, takes a, take a little pill with him here and there too, but he wants to get him out to the ball so he can be his normal self again. While Castle is really not feeling it. Castle gets there, and Pray Tell's trying to be like, girl, only get a little something with no alcohol. Castle mixed alcohol with methadone, and that's not a good combination. And so he had a seizure at the ball that Pray Tell took him to, where, again, remind yourselves that Electra made Pray Tell do the lip sync category. And who did he go against but Lamar's bitch ass? Lamar did If by Janet Jackson. That is a song that should be performed only by nice people. Just kidding. And then Pray Tell did In Vogue's My Lovin', Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It, woo, 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 woo. Billy Porter in heels is a mood. He need a little shuffle stepping on it. I'm here for it. But Castle has a seizure, child. It really shook Pray Tell up. Lamar was no better in that situation. Lamar was an asshole the whole episode as usual again, okay? Talking all that shit to Pray Tell while his friend literally is fighting life and death. Pray Tell, you socked him good, but he deserved a pow pow. Pow 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 pow. Pow pow pow. 25 hit combo. Would have been some Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 infinite combo. 99, okay? Ice Storm. Something like that. To continue on with this before we dive into Blanca's story for this episode, Pray Tell ends up going to another funeral again after this big blow up, after everything that took place with the ball, after all of that. And of course, the council members are still, like, hey, bitch, like, you kind of left us high and dry here, and we really needed you. But in reality, your family's your family, chosen or not. Love is love and your friends are your friends. They threw a little shade. They got over it. They love him still. But it's like, okay, we have more important things to worry about. So they're asking about Castle. The other part of the crew is there except for him, but they haven't heard from him besides checking on him and giving him groceries. And his pills were missing. When Pray Tell heard that, Castle told Pray Tell that if I'm gonna take all these pills and that may be my last days. So Pray Tell knew what hotel he was gonna be at and rushed over there. And y'all, I promise you, I thought that man was dead. I really did. I was ready to boohoo all over again. But he was still alive. And when I say that scene, that intense scene of Pray Tell and Castle having that moment of, I'm going to try to stay alive if you try to stay alive. If I stop taking these pills, you stop drinking. That accountability between friends. That was, ooh, I'm trying not to get emotional again about that, but that was heavy. That was heavy. And this show really does do that. You laugh one moment, you're crying the next, you're angry. On top of that, you don't know how to feel. I love the emotions that this show puts me through, honestly. But fuck. Pray Tell your storyline this week. Your storyline for episode 2. Hell, Castle's storyline. It was a lot. But bitch, that wasn't even the entire episode. Pray Tell finally going to rehab. Because once that happened, he rolled up into the hospital. Blanca was there, and he said, babe, I'm ready. I'm tired of fighting. And she dropped him off, and that was a beautiful end to the episode with Blanca being so happy her friend was getting help. But Blanca, we still haven't met the parents until this episode. And I knew this was going to happen. I was so worried and nervous. I hate awkward moments on television. I always cringe. The dad, not so much. The dad's okay. We don't know about him just yet. I have a feeling there's more to him. The mom, though, is a bit of a, if you didn't come from this, then I don't know what to tell you sort of bit. Very Angela Bassett in Jumping the Broom. Oh, that's a great reference, Matty. If you haven't seen that movie, do. It was great. Loretta Devine and Angela Bassett did a great job in that movie. Paula Patton was in there as well. Y'all remember Paula Patton? The mom is a bit of a George Foreman grill, okay? The marks are there and it's done quickly, right? The moment Blanca says one thing, oh, colorful, oh, interesting, really? I can't see how that would be anything helpful for anyone's development growing up. Bitch, if you don't shut your fucking mouth, and I get you want best for your child, I understand any mother's concerns with dating anybody, okay? The first round, it was very like, okay, The second round, because Blanca was not feeling it, she needed to go to her daughter and her mother, okay, Electra and Angel, and have that conversation. They gave her the best advice they could. Now, when Blanca came back for that second dinner, because Christopher is really trying to make this happen, and he loves Blanca, Dad was running a little late, and Mom was just there. And sure enough, she started very quickly. But Blanca was not there to take the BS. Let me tell you what the issue is. You don't like me because I came from here. You don't like me because I don't have that. And you don't like me because I'm trans. And when I say that, Christopher's mother didn't skip a beat. I knew it. Ugh. I was fucking frustrated at me. And Blanca getting up to leave the table the way she did, you had every right to, bitch, because Christopher was mute. He was trying to get the words together. You could see his frustration. He doesn't want to disappoint them. He seems like such a nice guy, but fuck. Stand up for love. Oh, my voice. Sorry, Beyonce. Sorry, Destiny's Child. But Christopher does the right thing, stands by his woman. Okay. And left his mother speechless. This will not be the last we see of her or the father. I guarantee it. This is not the last. This episode, House of Khan is here to be an asshole. It's like Wintour is no longer there. Abundance isn't available. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. It's like we got to make somebody the villain here. And I think Lamar fits the job perfectly well. Shout out to Deshaun Wesley. I did not mention him in my first review because I cut out that part. It was really sloppy, y'all. But it's so nice to see him on the show again. He was with Wintour and now he's with Khan. And soon we'll see him Friday on Legendary. This last season of Pose has not disappointed me yet. Tell me what you thought of the episode 2 intervention in the comment section below. What were your highs? What were your lows? What are you looking forward to for the rest of the season? Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Don't forget to hit that like button before you leave, share, and subscribe to the channel. And thanks again for tuning in. All my love to you. Hugs and kisses. Best love and wishes. I'll see you next week for more Pose, but low-key, you gonna see me for the rest of the week, guys. Every day I got something to do. Talk to you later.